What is up, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Welcome to your general timeless reading. Take this as it resonates and leave the rest. But let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's use Grand Lux Tarot for y'all today. And this is for any of the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements in your natal chart. Just see where it associates with what house and look up the meaning of that house if you're unfamiliar with it. Okay, but let's get into it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ooh, you guys feel nice. Air signs was a little rough. You guys feel really nice. I like this. It feels like fearless, which is cool. Oh, it makes sense. There's some chaos going on. Okay. I like it. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. I'm actually not upset about that. I hope you aren't either. We'll get into it. It does not feel bad. It feels like a recognition of the kind of pain that's stuck in the body and really pushing it, like working it through. So this could be you're going to the gym more, you're making your work your priority, you're making your health a priority, you're making your mental health a priority, your spiritual routine, etc. The Hierophant and the Ace of Swords and Judgment in reverse. This is what wasn't working. The Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups is where you're currently sitting at and where you're moving into if you are just kind of like just starting to feel this energy. Two of Wands, you've already made a decision on something. I feel like this was a real challenge though. There's something about this that feels like, is this the right choice for me? Did I do the right thing? I like this. This is really, really nice. So let's clarify. What do I want to use for you? So weird. I don't want to use Terra Illuminati. I just use that, and I'm not too fond of that. Fine. You win. I don't like it. It doesn't feel nice. Let's do Light Seers Tarot. Light Seers Tarot is a manifesting deck to me. This means that you might be in a very big creative energy, which makes sense because Terra Illuminati is like a finance and career deck, which also means that you're building things to me as a reader. But this particular deck is more about like manifesting the things that are really in alignment with you for me. So let's see what's going to happen. I have a feeling a lot of you, this is walking away from certain relationships. And for others of you, it's walking away from ways of doing things, habits, things you held on to, which could be careers, could be people, could be thoughts, limiting beliefs. Let's look at the Hierophant. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, I feel a lot of throat energy with this, so this could be the way that you're showing up and expressing yourself is going to be very, very different. Hierophant is and you have Justice on it. So I feel like this is you recognizing a certain contract you've signed up for is not working. And so there's going to be very clear-cut communication of this is falling apart. Let's restore balance. This is what I propose. It feels very CEO. It feels very regal. It feels very like, I want to keep the peace, and it's Libra energy, which is really nice. So for a lot of you, this might be, I want to fix something, not necessarily reconcile at this point, but this is a recognition that something's not working. It's not in alignment with you, but you're moving through it with integrity, with balance, with reciprocity, which is really nice. Let's look at the Ace of Swords in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Seven of Wands, Four of Cups, Ten of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah. Okay, some of you are saying bye-bye to something, and that's why this does not feel like a reconciliation. Temperance in reverse tells me that you're aware that this reconciliation should not happen, right? With the Ace of Swords and Temperance. Reconciliation doesn't have to be with people. It could be with substances. It could be with a job. It could be with the way that you perceive yourself. It could be with a limiting belief, like, hello, scarcity mindset, don't want you anymore, okay? So just be mindful that this energy of Temperance, which also represents reconciliation, does not have to be an actual person, so take it as it fits for you. Seven of Wands and the Four of Cups. You're very aware that this process is painful, so whatever it is that you're letting go of, it's kind of like, but I need to do it. It's that, again, it's a very regal, like, I know this might be hard, and it might hurt my heart for a little bit, but it's only hurting because I'm closing out something that's really difficult and something that I'm really attached to that is not necessarily the best for me. So with the Seven of Wands here, this is a very, let me protect my energy, let me find my inner peace. I'm trying to avoid conflict, which is why this exit feels like it's happening with a lot of integrity. Like, I'm not trying to be degrading or demeaning to the other person or to the situation or the thing, but I am going to honor myself and create balance in my life. Now, with the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands, to me, this is like the recognition of, oh, I've for so long was protecting this King of Wands energy. So this could be somebody in your life. This could be the whole list we've already listed. King of Wands energy to me in reverse is a manipulative energy. It's a very, it's a really charming salesman, but they don't live up to what they're trying to give you. It's kind of like, oh yeah, like let's go out, let's have lunch, let's do this. And then the day comes, sorry, can't, made plans. It's like, wait, but we made plans, but they're really charming. And this is almost like for a long time, you might have been protecting this energy or this way of being or this person. This is that realization of, oh, this is what's ending. Okay, bottom of the deck was the Tower at that time too. So let's look at Judgment. Let's see why this is being removed for your life or what poor decisions were made. Judgment in reverse is like the things that are not meant for you. Yeah, Hierophant in reverse. So it's just validation that yes, whatever this commitment is, whether it's a thing, a place, a person, not meant for you. Let it go. Toodaloo. No more. Let's look at the Ace of Wands. I heard changing perspective. So you might see the Hangman. Ten of Wands. High Priestess. Oh, I didn't even think about that. High Priestess is a higher consciousness energy. It would be a change in perspective. That's awesome. And you have the Mystic pair. So you have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So if this is you learning to care for yourself in a new way, it's because you're learning to nurture yourself in a very sacred way. Okay, because with the Hierophant in reverse, this is the masculine, and you might have had like this overcommitted sense of self to something that really was not for you with the Hierophant in reverse. And then with the High Priestess, this is that very divine feminine, that very sacred feminine. It's like the crone. It's this energy of, wait, I see that I need to let go of this burden. I need to care for myself. I need to have healthy boundaries, but I need to move in this sense of, I love self and I love all people. And just because I love all people does not mean that I need to accept or tolerate all things that all people do if they don't align with my own value system, right? It's a very like aware energy. It's like, I could still have love for you, but disagree with you. That's totally fine. The Ten of Wands, this is you. It's just like a graceful goodbye. This is really nice. Ace of Wands, this energy is what's pushing in this Ace of Wands energy, this new beginning. This is all very, so some of you, this might be your first awakening, or this might be your first like intense awakening. You might have had like little ones that you were like, oh, that's not an awakening, but they were. So if you're experiencing like trouble sleeping, sudden changes in how you dress, like if you're changing the colors that you wear, or if you're having a desire to change your job or to move or stop hanging out with certain friends or people or places, that is a sign of your consciousness shifting and you're starting to attract new things into your life. I don't know if I said changes in diet, or even if you feel sick for a few days, like your digestion and your head and your like if you have, oh my God, what's it called? Respiratory infections. That's really common because it's the throat, and the crown and the third eye all clearing out all any distortion or gunk. It's manifesting in a physical form. So if your stomach and your upper respiratory system starts to really like flare up or act up, happy awakening. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. Queen of Wands in reverse, the Moon, and the Hermit in reverse. This is an interesting energy. Usually I don't like the Queen of Wands in reverse, but with the Moon here and the Hermit in reverse, this actually feels like somebody who's like, I don't want to be out. I don't want to be crazy expressive. I don't want to be the center of attention, right? This is someone realizing that. And because they're coming into this awareness of self, with the Hermit in reverse, this does feel like a little ghosting energy. Like, I'm going to go cocoon myself because I need that right now to feel my own energy, right? To really bask in my own sense of happiness. And with the Moon here, this is their subconscious, like their intuition really pushing this. Like, ooh, it's okay for me to withdraw. It's okay for me to take some time for myself. This has been a long time coming with the Star in reverse. The Star in reverse to me is about second chances, but it also tells me things that have been lingering around an individual for a while they might have not seen until now. And with the High Priestess, it's seen. Let's look at the Two of Wands. I feel like this is like second guessing, doubting, because I just heard don't let go. Yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the World in reverse. So here's that second guessing, that like really doubting energy. The World is about the old cycle. This is the old foundation, and this is that attachment. The Knights in general, whether it be Wands, Pentacles, Cups, Swords, are impulsive. They're very impulsive. In reverse, extremely impulsive, right? Because they're the travelers. So a Knight of Swords in reverse is an energy of, oh my gosh, let me go running back to this foundation. Let me go running back to this world energy, right? This old cycle, because it's what's familiar. And I chose a new opportunity, and now I'm feeling all this change, and it's making me feel really uncomfortable. And when we get uncomfortable, our ego, right, what's meant to protect us, is going to be like, hey, let's just go back to what's familiar, because even though it's toxic, you know how to survive there, right? But this new beginning is most likely going to be very healing, very good, and it's going to help you grow, right? And so your ego is going to have to learn to thrive and adapt in a new environment, because the ego is just the protector. It's just what's meant to be there as the guard at the gate, right? Let's look at the Three of Swords. I'm really scared of change, right? That's really what this is. It's all this fear. It's all this anxiety. It's all of the old yucky energy coming up to the respiratory system, right? Or coming to your awareness, because you're realizing, wow, there's change occurring, and it's bringing in this stability. And some of you might not really recognize what stability feels like, because your stability might feel different than what I consider stability, right? Some of you, this is stability in self, confidence in self, right? Your self-worth. Others, it might be your finances. Others, it might be relationships. And you're realizing how you need to heal parts of yourself to perpetuate this stable energy, okay? This is really nice. Let's see what the other two were. Yeah, Seven of Swords and the freaking Empress. This is amazing. So this is that Empress and High Priestess go hand in hand to me. They're very divine feminine. High Priestess is a little bit more curled into self, which makes sense why we have the Hermit. Like typically a High Priestess is an Empress gone cold to me as a reader, or an Empress who's not very expressive or nurturing to the external, but it's not out of spite. It's not out of like malice. It's just because they're turning inward to care for self and really attract more of a spiritual energy, okay? Empress is a very nurturing, loving energy. It's very balanced in what they give out in regards to their love, but also has healthy boundaries in regards to what is necessary for their self-care. So if you've been struggling with really getting yourself into alignment with stability, whatever form it's taking for you, this is that recognition that it's gonna come. You're just right now sitting in this really weird energy of, oh, how have I stood in my way? Like, what things stood in my way? How have I contributed to this instability in my life right now? Very nice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool in reverse. Yeah, so Fool in reverse tells me that the energies we're reading for might perceive this new beginning as risky or something that they're fearful of. But it's not necessarily that. It's the universe is challenging you. With a Fool in reverse as a major arcana, this is also telling me that this is a challenge. Like this is the universe saying, hey, here's this new beginning. It is meant for you. It's not going to be smooth sailing, but it is here to benefit you, okay? And it's just slow, methodical steps. Knight of Pentacles, because if you start to really push, you're going to get the Five of Swords. So don't be scared to ask for help or get counseling or talk to somebody, right? Because through a lot of change, talking about what's changing, talking about what you need to release or scripting it can be really beneficial, okay? But this is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And I wish you the best. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, book it down below through my website and check out my mentoring program that starts in January in regards to Reiki and quantum healing. I also do offer personal mentoring and spiritual life coaching, things of that nature. So check it out. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see y'all next time.